not enjoying it. You know, I'm just recording stuff just for the sake of putting it up there, not what I'm actually doing. You know, it's like faking it. Hey trendsetters, how you doing? We are getting away for a couple of days. Today is, what is today? Monday. Is it friggin' Monday? Yeah, it's Monday the 25th. The 25th of May. We're going to get away today, but we had to duck back into the hospital for Neenee just to check up what's going on there. Everything's all good at the moment, just took some more blood samples. So tomorrow we are going to get away up to Vientiane. You guys probably noticed in the last 16 days I've really been punching the vids out, and today, Monday the 25th, I didn't. You probably won't see me do that again. I'm going to step back from punching them out every day. As much as I enjoyed the responses and the comments, and as much as you guys are enjoying them, it was becoming too frigging hard. It wasn't enjoyable, the process of it. It was you know, I can put a video together in one day, one of those videos, but it wasn't leaving any time for me to go out and do more video, actually think about what I want to do. Wasn't giving me any time to just chill and relax and throw the drone up anytime I like. Wasn't giving me any time to edit a little bit, sit back, chill, go exercise, and actually think about what I'd like to do with the video and the story I'm telling within that video. The creative process of it just wasn't there anymore, and that was one of the most enjoying parts of actually putting a video together, the creativity side of it. So I'm going to be stepping back to about 3, maybe 4 at the most a week now, and I just felt like the quality was dropping and it wasn't enjoyable. It was not at all. 16 days. I don't know how people do it every day, day in, day out, every day. You know, I can understand those talking videos where they just talk, they don't edit, and they just upload. You know, I can talk for 10-15 minutes and upload it, but what type of a friggin' video is that going to be? It's not going to be enjoyable. Fuck off. Not going to be enjoyable at all, is it? You know, it's not my type of a video that I get enjoyment from. I found I was forcing myself to go and do things so I had content. It wasn't my daily life anymore. You know, my videos have always, the foundation of them has always been what I'm actually doing here, day in, day out, whether I'm traveling, where I'm, you know, the camera was following me on a day-to-day basis. It wasn't me chasing a video, you know, just to upload. Does that make sense? It does to me. I know what I'm talking about, and just wonder if you guys. Anyway, while I'm here, doesn't matter. I'm not doing them every day anymore. Right, I'll get this one out the road. He or her, I'm not real sure, Kamla Dip Prasuth, but they have actually told me their name is La. Even asked, can you give me the answer in your next video? I can do that. I will do that right now. Hey Todd, my question, what do you think about Laos people? They're Lao people, and why you picked Laos? Can you tell me next video? Yeah, sure. Okay, what do I think of Lao people and why did I pick Laos? Well, I'll answer that second one first. I did not pick Laos. Laos picked me. It just so happened that's where my wife comes from, the lady I fell in love with. So she could have been Mongolian or bloody Antarctican. It just so happened I got lucky that she come from a bloody awesome country. The Lao people are great. Always smiling, happy, chill as, very easygoing people. Yeah, I love the Lao people. They're cool. How was that? You happy with that answer, dude? La? Diggy53, long time subscriber. Got a question here. Thanks Todd for showing us your typical day. That was in reference to my market video, showing you what I do when I go to the markets. And his question was, how often do I go to the markets for the restaurant? That is every day. What you seen me doing was 7 days a week, unless we hit the road and go away. Yeah, that's why we talk about getting away, just to get away from it. When we are here at home, Diggy, every morning up at 5:30, and we'll go into the markets and probably don't come back until 8-9 o'clock, depending on how busy it is, how busy the restaurant was the night before, and the amount of produce and food and stuff we have to pick up. And even then, if the restaurant gets busy that night, unusually busy, we'll duck into the evening markets just over here at Nong Duong and pick up more food to stock. You know, everything is fresh that day, and so we just got to replace it the next day. We're only buying enough for the restaurant that night. Yes, we do have refrigerators and freezers and that, but that's just the way we operate here. Which leads us into, there was another part of your question, I'm pretty sure, Diggy. Yeah, maybe the market needs to have some hours early in the morning for restaurants. Well, they're open 24/7. I could go there at 2 AM. I'd be getting produce, veggies, meat and that there then. Oh, that was it. Do you think, yeah, this is still from the same guy, do you think Lao will ever change? I'm taking that question as in regards to still the same video, the market video. Is that what you mean, as far as will it ever change? Will they always be shopping like that? It's just the way they do business here. Like it here, you know, even Thailand is a lot more developed than Laos, but they, you know, a lot of those people, restaurateurs, businesses, still shop at markets. You know, they have a lot more malls than us here, and they still use a lot of these open air wet type markets. And in, you know, just in Vientiane, they've got the Vientiane Centre, a big mall there, and the World Trade Centre they've just built and opened up. The World Trade Centre is 80% empty. You know, it's been open for nearly 12 months, I think. And the Vientiane Centre that's been there as long as I've been coming here, it's you got some large department stores in there and a food court, but yeah, you don't see many people in there shopping. They're always a lot of people go there for the cinema, which we can't do now anyway, bloody pandemic. Yes, Lao will change, but as far as they shop, I can't see them changing from that market style, the way they shop at the markets, anytime in the near future. Nah, that's just their way of life here, and it's just the way they like to do it. You know, all that beef and pork and chicken and, you know, that you see unrefrigerated on the bench tops and that was mooing and oiking just a couple of hours ago, you know, and it will already be eaten before midnight tonight. you know, very little is left over from day to day, and people go back and buy it, you know. And yeah, very different than the world we grew up in, hey, you know, where we keep meat in refrigerators for up to a week, and even in the freezer to keep it good, and just pull it out as we need it. Nah, everything is just bought fresh. And you can actually, yeah, you did mention about being in the food industry and how you place an order 4:30 a.m. to get your produce, and that there is that system set up in place here. You know, we can order our meat and our seafood, and that can be delivered, but you're not actually getting to see what you're getting at the time, especially with the vegetables. Neenee's very picky with that, you know, checking out different prices every day, because they do change. We have our regular sellers that we go to, but we're always keeping an eye on what the prices are like, just so they're not creeping up on us or anything, or they just get too comfortable. You know what I mean? All right, what are we up to? Friggin' hell, 12 minutes already. What do I go on about? Quinton Brown, thanks for the videos, I really enjoy them. I'm looking for a place to retire from the US. I am retired military. Can you advise me on the location there that would give me access to a gym or fitness center and a market for food? I enjoy cooking. Thanks again. Also, how often do you have to renew your visa? Visa straight up. You could come over here and live on a tourist visa if you like. Once you're in the 30-day tourist visa coming from the US, it's going to cost you about $35 US a month. Once you're in here, you can go into immigration and pay for another 2 months extension on top of that. The extension costs about $2 a day, so you're looking at another $60 on top of your initial $35 for 3 months here. So there's $95 every 3 months to stay here. After your 3 months is over, you're going to have to duck across the border, go shopping in Thailand, Vietnam, or, you know, fly out elsewhere, and then come back in and start that process again. There is business type visas and investment type visas here, or you know, spouse visas. That's what I'm on, you know, and you get a spouse visa for 12 months, and that will allow you to work here also. You've just got to let them know that you do intend to work here, and you just renew that once you've done all the documentation and got that out the road. It's just a quick process of renewing it once every 12 months, then the spouse visa. Cities, what you're after as far as markets and gyms and that, you'll find in just about any major place in Laos. But a lot of expats do tend to migrate towards Vientiane and Luang Prabang. Luang Prabang is a beautiful place. It's further up north, but in Vientiane you're going to have everything here you need. Luang Prabang does have an international airport. It would have the gym. It's got great markets and things like that. But as it's further away from the border, where Vientiane is only it's only 20-25 minute drive from here to Nong Khai, and an hour drive to Udon Thani in Thailand. Nong Khai and Udon Thani is in Thailand. Udon Thani, great hospitals, big city, you know, and you know, a few times a year Neenee and I will just go and spend a night or two in Udon Thani just to go for a shopping trip. Like I said, it's not far at all. You've got your embassies here in Vientiane, you know, you've got your cinemas. Not sure if there's a cinema up in Luang Prabang. You never mentioned that, but you know, just as far as entertainment, a lot more bars and that here in Vientiane. I know there's other cities like Paksay and Savannakhet that I'm leaving out, but I'm just sort of rattling off. You just went and cut me off mid-sentence. where we're up to. I'm only mentioning Vientiane because that is where I have most experience of. That's where we live, and anything you need in Vientiane, you know, like embassies, you know, better healthcare and all that, you will find here, you know. And it's much closer to those good hospitals in Udon Thani or Thailand if you do need something more serious done to you. More serious done to you. If you need better medical help, you know, it's not far away. You can drive from here to Udon Thani in less than an hour. So yeah, this is pretty central to everything. Where the up north in Luang Prabang, Laos's most beautiful city in my opinion, but yeah, just a bit too far away from other things. No embassies up there. I don't know how they go about visas up there. Surely they've got some set up in an office up there where they can renew them and that. But Vientiane would be my pick. Many markets, you know, in every suburb village there's markets here. You've seen some of my videos on the markets, you know, and the type of things you'd be able to pick up if you like your cooking, dude. But I would suggest getting your tail over here, Quentin, and doing a bit of a looking round. You know, spend a week in Vientiane, you know, head up to Luang Prabang or down south and really get a good feel of the place, mate. You know, you may be surprised. You know, you may like somewhere I haven't even mentioned, you know. And Vientiane is really just like a big town. You would not call it a city, really, you know. Have I answered everything for you there? Yeah. Storm coming over, guys. I've had to make a bolt for it. Oh, that was lucky. Woo! How quick did that come over? Probably can't even see me, can you? While we're here, don't know if you can see me or not. Oh, there's a light up there, maybe you can. A fella asked, how long did it take me to start driving over here? And what's it like? I'll add the name of that later or up here now. I'm not going to get my phone out. It did take a little while to get up the confidence to drive over here. When I first started travelling over here, me and Neenee would travel away to Luang Prabang, and she doesn't like driving for long distances. And once we got out of the city, because I would drive on the country roads up through the mountains, mainly because to get me used to driving on the other side of the road. In Australia, we drive on the left-hand side of the road. The right-hand drive vehicles, which are there opposite here in Laos. That was a curveball straight away. You know, it's much easier for the left-hand drive vehicles to come over here because it's something they're used to. Driving in Thailand, no worries at all. Same as I was here. So it started out like that, and whenever we neared a big city, we'd stop, pull over, she'd drive, and eventually it came that we were coming into somewhere like Luang Prabang, and because I was driving over the mountains and that, I would drive even further into the city, and even coming back to Vientiane, and before you know it, I was actually driving deeper and deeper into the city. The hardest part was navigating my way around Vientiane because all the buildings are about the same height, 3 or 4 stories high. There's no great big standout landmarks to navigate. You know, I know that's got nothing to do with driving. That's got to do with finding your way around the city. That was the hardest part for me. Yeah, but once I actually got the confidence of staying on the right side of the road, it was fine. Then, yeah, it took a little bit of learning, but once you got the hang of it, you do it without even thinking, and it is really coming down now. Move a little bit closer in because I'm getting soaking. One leg is. Right, last one from Carl Bulzerbach. I have two questions. One, can you at the end of each video, can you like make the last minute like a recap of the whole video with music? Dude. I'm cutting back now because of how hard it actually is. Selecting the music and doing those montages is probably one of the hardest bits of doing a video. Yeah, once the video's all together, it'd be just going through and taking bits out of it, but once people get used to that style of video and know that the last minute or so is just going to be a recap, it just drops off. And the way the YouTube algorithm works for promoting videos is not just on views and interaction, it is more to do with viewer watch time. And say I've got a video that's 5 minutes long and I do a 1 minute recap, most of the people have stayed for 4 minutes, then they just drop off. There's a whole minute of the video of watch time that most of the time isn't going to be watched. It's a great idea, and I have done it in the odd video here or there, but you'll notice in a lot of my videos I'll still be talking as the please share subscribe now comes up and thanks for watching, you know, and the video is still going while that's rolling. That is just to keep viewers engaged right till the end of the video, so you're maximizing your watch time on each video. And that is a good trick for anybody who wants to grow their channel. The most important thing about a video is the percentage of watch time, and the watch time is how long you have held that viewer engaged. That is just the way YouTube does things. I would love it if it just went off views, but it doesn't. A lot has to do with the viewer engagement, and a lot of that engagement is how engaged you're keeping them. And if a video averages 60% viewed by everybody, that's a big number. 60% of your video being viewed, you know, the average was 60% of it by everyone. That is a huge number. And that's usually the figure you're aiming for. No video ever gets 100%, you know, say 1,000, 2,000 people view it and 100% watch time. Does not happen. Does not happen at all. So you can imagine I have a 15-minute video, 1,000 people jump on and they don't like, you know, the subject. They'll get off after 20 seconds. You've got to take into account their 20 seconds is actually taken into account for a 15-minute video, so it's just dropped way back. Yeah, and just for interest's sake, you know, at the moment, I'm happy if my video gets around the 40% watch time. You know, for a video that's getting 1,000 to 2,000 views in the first 24 hours. You know, I'd love more. I'd love more, guys. Hang in there. Just watch the video to the end. Give it a big thumbs up. Watch it a couple of times and make heaps of bloody comments. Yeah, and that's what viewer engagement is. The thumbs up, people commenting, you know, and the algorithm picks up on that. You know, if you've liked something or commented, it notes that you as the viewer has liked that and will promote another video of this person or the same subject to you. So yeah, I'm not going to go down that path, sorry dude. Yeah, it would be a, you know, because people are watching the video and then if it's just a recap, I know there's some people who probably would watch it, but it's just going to taper off, and it is more work. You know, I'm going to get 3 to 4 good quality videos out in a week, and I'm stepping back from the everyday video I've done for the last 2 weeks or so, because I just got no time to myself. You know, I'm just rushing the video out and hardly previewing it and going over and proofreading it, we'll say. You know, there's been a number of videos this week or last week I've rewatched after they're uploaded and thought, oh, I should have done that to it, or that would have suited it great. You know, why didn't I do that? You know, and that's what I built my channel up on, those other videos where I was paying that more attention and putting a little bit more effort and thought and creativity into the video. And you know, that's the part of it I enjoy doing. I was not enjoying just smashing them out like that. I was doing them for you when it's actually for me. What was your second part of the question? Would you be able to ask people in the street why they like living in Laos? Again, how would you feel if somebody came up to you with a camera rolling and asking, you know, some people would be happy to speak, but it's very confronting. It's rude in some cases. You know, some people just don't like being on camera. There's a lot of Lao people do. You know, I don't know whether you mean the Lao people, why they like living in Laos. Well, if it's the Lao people, it's because they're Lao. They're here because they have to be. And if it's tourists aren't gonna, you know, or expats, I'm going to be told where to go more often than not. And again, that is not recording my life in Laos. You know, the channel is about now in Laos. I'm here in now and just following me around on my everyday life and travels and showing you the country. I'm not an actual reporter. It's not that type of a channel. So there are, in some instances, I'd like to listen to the stories of elderly Lao people and their life, what the war was like, and what their life has been like to get to where they are now. Things like that would need translating, but me walking around on the street sticking a camera in somebody's face, nah, that's just not me, dude. So 2 big negatives on your question, man. I'm sorry to break it to you. But the first one, the last minute, a recap, yeah, montages with music, I really enjoy the finished product of them. Sometimes I've been doing a montage at the start, just all the clips, and at the start you guys have got no idea because it's all messed up. They're the things that you're going to be seeing in the video coming, and you just will sit through it because it's all new. But if you've got to know that you've just watched this, it's just instant turn off to the next video. And as I explained, it all comes down to watch time. And you know, as much as I like making good videos, and there's a small percentage of you who would like that, it's still about keeping this channel growing and promoting it, and yeah, not letting it go backwards. You know, if the watch time started to dive, the algorithms promoting the video in your browser and things like that would dive. You know, it'd just think, oh, people aren't interested in this, so it won't promote it to you next time. You know what I mean? Got something on the camera there. Righto guys, that's it. So you're wondering, oh shit, what's wrong with Todd? He didn't get a video up today. So it's going to be dropping back to my old routine of Australian time, 10:30 AM of a Wednesday, Friday and Sunday, with either a Saturday or a Monday chucked in if I'm feeling generous, or I'm in front of videos pretty good, you know. But usually once I've got a lot of travel videos up, I can just sit there and punch them out, you know. But I still need days here and there to just go out, do our own thing, and not be rushing home to just edit, you know. And that gives me the chance to be able to just record what we're doing without the stress of having to come home. Yeah, kind of sounds like I got me cranky pants on today, doesn't it? But no, I haven't. No, I haven't. It's just I was feeling burnout after 16 days. Serious. Oh yeah, it was just getting to me, and I thought, you know, I was going to stick it out for a month and see how it went. But yeah, I would have just walked away from it for a couple of weeks thinking, no, this is just shit. I just not enjoying it, you know. I'm just recording stuff just for the sake of putting it up there, not what I'm actually doing. You know, it's like faking it. Does that make sense? Yeah, and not actually just recording what we're doing. You know, I'm being forced to go out of my, you know, own environment to do something that I'm not actually doing. I'm only doing it because I got to get content, and that's not what it's about, eh?